Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another night of real talk, real issues with myself, Israel James.
And of course, Antonio Durrell.
You're watching us on the R List Atlanta show. We're glad to have you back. As usual, we're going to give you what you come for, your drink of the week, a restaurant review, and of course, hot R topics. We have a special guest in the studio with us tonight that's going to let us have it with those hot R topics. So, how's your week been this far, Antonio?
My week has been interesting. It has been an eye-opening week. I thank God for it. I appreciate it. But you know what? I'm here. As Miss Silly said, I'm here.
Yeah. This has been a challenging week for me. My allergies have been killing me. I got a nice little shot today before coming to the studio, so I'm still feeling a little drowsy, but we're gonna press through.
And I thought this rain will help you out.
No, but we're gonna press through and we're gonna get the thing done. So let's give the people the drink of the week.
Okay, this week drink of the week is actually entitled the Liberator, and of course, as always, these drinks of the weeks are brought to us by Tim Parks. Again, thank you, Tim Parks, for submitting all the drinks of the week. With the exclusion of last week's drinks, which was given to us by a very special guest, Indie Lifestyle and Entertainment Group, and we appreciate them as well. But again, this week drink of the week is the Liberator, and the items that you would need to prepare this drink is 1.5 part Bacardi Superior rum.
That Bacardi.
Yes, it is. 1.5 part cherry liquor. Half part fresh squeezed lemon juice, a half part freshly squeezed orange juice, 1/5 part sugar syrup, ice cubes, and a preserved cherry for the garnishment. The way that you actually make this drink, real briefly, step 1, put all the ingredients except for the garnish into a shaker, throw in the ice, give it a shake, and double strain with a chill or frozen glass. And then garnish it, of course, with the cherry, and you will have the Liberator.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Now, somebody said we drink too much, so tonight we're not going to drink. For those who don't drink, the drink of the week is water. Stay hydrated. It's hot outside.
But for those of you that do want to create the drink of the week, go to Facebook and Twitter. You can find the images that show the ingredients and how to make the drink.
Absolutely.
Great. So let's talk about some food.
I wish someone was in the studio again.
Ooh, like last week.
Yes, indeed.
That was special thanks again to Indie Lifestyle and Entertainment Group. The dishes that they brought out were absolutely amazing. So you guys need to definitely check them out.
Yes, indeed. So what is that restaurant of the week?
Okay, this week we should go out and check out a venue called 886 Creole Kitchen. Quim's Lounge, and it's located at 886 Martin Luther King Drive, Southwest, here in Atlanta. Now, if you guys want more information, you can go to their Facebook page, which is 886 Creole Kitchen. Now, this place, this is good seasoned food. I mean, good Creole, authentic food. If you want to go there.
Okay. Have you been there?
Not yet. But I've gotten some great reviews.
Okay, because I've never even heard of these people. So I definitely want to check them out. I've never been to New Orleans, but I love New Orleans food. I love Creole food. So...
You've never been to New Orleans?
No.
Oh, honey, that's an experience.
I'm scared of voodoo.
It's not the voodoo you should be scared of. I remember I went for Mardi Gras one time, and a group of us went, and one of our friends was walking this direction, and all of a sudden a group of people just picked him up and he started sliding this direction. It is a trip out
so
there.
People pick up people?
They picked him up and started
literally, not figuratively.
No, they literally picked him up and carried him
oh
away.
No. That is not my thing. Don't pick me up.
Alright, well, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have our special guest with us, and we're going to go over these hot art topics.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, our special guest this week is none other than Prince Alerick D. Varner. He'll be joining us as soon as we're back from this commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And as you can see, sitting with us is none other than Prince Alerick D. Varner. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. So I'm going to give you this opportunity to speak to our guests. Let our guests know where you're from, what you're about, what do you do, and how they can reach you even after the show.
Okay. All right. No problem. Actually, originally I'm from Alabama.
We love Alabama people.
From Alabama. Moved here to Atlanta, hopefully to expand my dreams and goals that I have. Basically trying to be an aspiring model and actor.
Okay.
So anybody need a male model, fill in for a commercial spot, acting, host, it doesn't matter. I'm down for the cause. You can get me on Facebook, Prince Alerick D. Varner, or you can go to my fan page at Prince Alerick D. Varner fan page, or you can catch me on Twitter at Prince Alerick D. Varner as well.
Oh, cool.
All right.
So what work have you done thus far?
I've been in a few fashion shows. I done networked with a couple of people here. Coming back from Alabama, been to some fashion shows. Got with a couple of photographers. Building the portfolio and just trying to network and build my portfolio and my status up.
And that was a very nice picture. Even the flyer for us.
Right. Oh.
That was a very nice picture.
Appreciate
very
it.
good work. Very good work.
Yeah, you sent a couple of images. It was kind of difficult.
Most definitely. But here, as you already know, Atlanta is the new Southern Hollywood.
Right.
This is the place to be at. Definitely continue to work. I urge you to continue to work. With me being someone who have dabbed in that field, who's done a little modeling, who's done a little acting, still doing some acting. It's a rough industry.
Yeah, it is.
But keep at it.
Yeah.
No doesn't mean no. No just means not right now.
Right.
So good. So do you have any projects coming up?
Not currently right now. Just been, putting my information out. So hopefully I get a call back from some things coming up soon. It's the summertime, so I'm sure there's like a lot of casting calls and things going on. So just putting it out there and see what I get back.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good deal.
Let me take a moment and give a shout out to Sheldon, Dunstan, Sean, and Mary M in the chat box.
Hey, Mary M. How you doing, Sean and Sheldon and Dunstan? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
Right, and remember, you guys don't hold back either. Let that chat box have it.
Yeah, and we want to hear from everybody. If you're watching, let us know what city you're tuning in from and that first name, or you can use a fictitious name if you like. But we want to know that you're watching. So definitely get into that chat box.
All right.
So this segment of the show, we're going to jump into what we call our hot art topics. We take 3 topics, one being a taboo topic, and we just pretty much keep it real.
Okay.
That's what the R stands for in our list.
Real.
And talk about our feelings on the specific topic.
Okay.
And tonight's first topic is a repeat offender. We're gonna touch on George Zimmerman. He kind of finds his way into the headlines pretty often in these several months since the death of Trayvon Martin, as you all know. But we want to talk about George Zimmerman being accused of molestation by his female cousin, and she's also referred to as witness number 9. From her age of 6 years old until she was 16, she alleged that he molested her throughout those 10 years. She actually told the investigators when he was first arrested for Trayvon's murder. She actually told the investigators about him molesting her to kind of shed light on the type of person that he is. Of course, the defense attorneys did their best to try to keep this under wraps or sealed, but the judge ruled against them, and it became public record, along with a plethora of phone calls that he made from jail. But my question tonight is, if there is any truth to these accusations that she's making towards him, do you feel like it's a reflection of him being capable of committing murder?
Before you jump into that, let's give a shout out to JC from Southwest Atlanta.
Hey, JC.
And Wayne, if you're having issues with the broadcast, try logging out and logging back in. Hopefully that'll help.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to let you go ahead and tackle that issue first.
Situations like this kind of, I mean, of course, whatever he did with the other situation was that, but why she's now coming out with information about this? I mean, I know it's probably like I never been through anything like this, so I can't speak actually to it. But why wait till he's in the media regarding this situation before you bring out about you being molested? To me, if I've been molested, I'm not going to wait until I see that something else is coming against you to come out on it. So to me, it's like she's just trying to get media attention. I mean, either way it goes, I mean, it was wrong what happened or what the situation, but to me, she's just trying to get media attention to me, and she's trying to diffuse the situation about what really happened between him and. But he's capable. I mean, anybody's capable of murder. I feel like they take you there, depend upon. I mean, you can do that, but to me, I just feel like she's just trying to get media attention.
Gotcha.
I feel like, well, first of all, you know, when the law enforcement question you and ask you questions, they're asking probing questions. I would hope that she didn't just come out when they called her and said, yeah, he molested me. But they asked probing questions like, is there anything about this person's personality that's questionable? So I'm thinking it may have come out in that form.
That's true. Yeah.
What actually, from the reports, it said that she actually contacted the investigators and let them know about the situation. Now, she did tell her family, specifically her father, her parents, about this going on some time ago. Because her father actually looked at him like a son that he never had. And according to her, again, these are accusations. They haven't been founded or tried in the court of law. But according to her, he came and met her and her parents at a restaurant. And the only words that he was able to say was he was sorry, and he got up and he left, according to her. Me, personally, I've never been molested either. I'm like you. I can't really speak. I can't begin to speak what someone goes through when, you know, them being molested. But from the little understanding that I do have, a lot of times they are quiet and they don't say anything because they're confused, especially starting at the age of 6. A lot of times it goes by unreported or not talked about, or it's hushed, even if they do try to talk about it, or not even really knowing how to convey it. So I wouldn't say she's looking for media attention. I think she's looking at Trayvon Martin's situation as an opportunity for her to get justice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Where this is the type of person this is. Don't be fooled. Because in her report she did say he's a charmer. He was able to get the family to love and laugh at him and things of that nature. So I felt like she took this opportunity. Yes, she was an opportunist in this situation. But she took this opportunity not only to seek justice for Trayvon Martin, but subsequently for herself.
Yeah, I can see that. As usual, let me get the shout outs. We have Eddie from, Washington and Chicago.
Thanks for tuning in, Eddie.
Then we have D Webb. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in, D. And I think, did I call JC already?
You call JC, but we can call his name again.
Okay.
Thank you for tuning in, JC.
You know, with this age, it's kind of hard to see, even with these glasses. But let me wrap up and say, with Zimmerman, the whole situation surrounding him is just a big character flaw. At this point in the game, I can't trust anything that he says, because it seems like just about everything that has come out of his mouth has had some contradiction, some, even if it wasn't a lie, it was an omission.
Omission is a lie to me, so he lied.
You know, that's my thought.
Half truths are equal a lie to me, all day, every day.
So I'm at this point, you know, I wish we just go ahead and throw the books at him, put him under the jail, and let's move on. We have other important issues to talk about.
Yes, we do. And on that note, we're gonna move forward.
I was about to get hot.
We're gonna move forward. We're gonna have him coming out swinging, and his allergies is messed up tonight.
I'm already irritated.
Well, some way this woman always found her way into our hot art topics, and yes, I am biased.
And it is
None other than Blue Ivy's mother, Beyonce. Well, the Obama camp has released an online campaign ad, which features Beyonce reading her letter that she wrote some months ago to First Lady Michelle. And in this ad, it is really, you see a little of Beyonce. They show her a little bit reading and talking, but the majority of this online ad is showing First Lady Obama in her doing her thing as a first lady. She's meeting with the troops. She's pushing healthy eating and trying to fight obesity, especially with our kids. It's showing her as a mother. It's showing her being fun. It's showing her being flirtatious. It's just showing her in a very well-rounded way. And my question, is a great ad, by the way, but my question tonight in reference to that, compared to other first ladies of the past, do you feel that First Lady Michelle Obama has done worse, just as good, or better than the first ladies of the past in actually taking on that role as first lady and really hitting the ground running?
I think she actually doing better. Usually, first ladies, you only see them every now and then coming out speaking on their different campaigns that they may have. But to me, I feel like she's been like in the forefront a lot, which is a good thing. She's speaking about things that's current. She's relevant, and she's today's time.
Right.
I mean, and she's going forward towards the future. So I look at it as like an asset for the president, basically, because they helping each other. Basically, they're complementing each other. So I think she's kind of better than the first ladies in the past. Not to put down anybody down, not just because she's an African American, but she's really been out there pushing forward, you know, her little campaign of losing weight, the kids, reading. She's been out there in the forefront. So I think she's actually been better than other first ladies.
I know that's right. And I'm gonna give a shout out to somebody who wish she was the first lady. She wish she was President Obama's wife. Mary M. Of Selma, Alabama.
Go ahead, Mary.
The home of the civil rights movement. Where the march from Selma to Montgomery, the people who gave us the right to exercise that one little thing, to vote.
Right.
So make sure you go out and vote, even if you're not voting for the president. Vote for somebody. Well, if you're not voting for President Obama, at least vote for Romney. Somebody. Get out, exercise that right. But back to you, James. I'm sorry.
Just vote. I think she's done an exceptional job. She has gotten out there. She's getting her hands dirty. She's a real people person. Like, she doesn't set herself aside from the community or from the people.
Right.
I mean, heck, she sneaks out to go shopping at Target. So, you know, I love her. I love her personality, and I think she's a great support to our president. I think that couple is a great example of what a couple and a family should be like.
Well, I will say this, and y'all may or may not agree with me. I love her campaign against obesity. That's a great thing, and it's very relevant in today's time. Excuse me, but I have to give some props to Barbara Bush. I hope I'm not calling her wrong first lady name, but who ran the the one who did the Just Say No to Drugs campaign during her era. I think they're neck and neck when it comes to the fight of obesity and Just Say No to Drugs campaign, because that's still, I have to give credit to that because it's still relevant, or I can still remember it from a child, it being so pushed in school, and that was some time ago, back in the 80s. So I think they're doing good. She's doing great, the First Lady Michelle Obama, but I do feel like first ladies of the past, some have stood out just as she has.
Yeah, I think it's about two of them other than her that I probably think that stood out.
Oh, someone corrected me, and thank you, viewers. That let me know you're listening. I knew it was Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for correcting me. So, any more on these First Lady? Jackie O?
That's my next career. I'm about to say Jackie O. Only because I would look, I guess, more her fashion sense and how she connect with the people, from what I can understand, from what I learned. That's how the comparison with Jackie.
Michelle has killed her.
Well, she's killed her, but I'm just saying that's who I compare her to, maybe.
Right.
Other than, like I said, like Nancy Reagan, like you said, Nancy Reagan was I think she was a very first lady. She was very well with her campaign.
But this is the only first lady I would like to see her arms. Other than First Lady Jackie O.
Jackie O.
The only first lady you'd like to see what?
Her arms. Because the First Lady Michelle loves to show her arms. The rest of them, thank you for covering them up.
Now, with you saying that, something I do like is her willingness to take risks in her dress and in her attire. I think that's really really approachable, and people can relate to that.
Right. So thank you, First Lady Michelle. Your approval rating is actually higher than your husband's, so keep doing what you're doing. So moving on to the taboo topic of the night.
All right.
So let's see what comes out of this. If you met someone that had all the traits that you want in a mate, but had horrible sex, would that be a deal breaker for you? And y'all can jump in anytime y'all ready.
I don't necessarily think it would be a deal breaker. I mean, how many people you gonna find has all the qualities you want and looking for besides sex? Sex based is going to be more of an experience. To me, that'll be more of a fun thing that I'm teaching you, and we're gonna experience some fun, exciting things between me and you. So I wouldn't say sex would be a breaker on the situation. I'll look at it as an opportunity. If I love them, they want to be with them, I'm gonna put in what I want to put in with them. So that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily think it'll be a deal breaker. It could, but in general, no. Just like we can, I don't even hate to say it this way, this is how I feel. Just like we can train and teach animals, we can train and teach a person. If you really care about somebody, you really want to be with that person, there are ways that you can help push them in the right direction. Baby, I really like it. Don't focus on what they're doing wrong, but baby, I really like it when you do this. Baby, I really like it when you do that. And common sense, after a while, with that repetition.
But what if they don't do anything you like?
That's why you... well, but have you thought about doing this, XYZ? The boys and I were talking the other day, and somebody brought up this position. Have you thought about doing that? Let's try that.
For me, it's a deal breaker. It's plain and simple. I'm too old to be teaching somebody's child what to do. I'm sorry, because I'm looking at... I feel that I'm being a realist. If I'm a man, and with men, we're physical. And if it's not there, and this is somebody I just met, I'm not in love with you. I don't love you. I'm getting to know you, and we'll reach the point that we'll start having sex, and it's horrible. It's probably going to be a deal breaker for me, because in my eyes, down the line, it can be a potential for me stepping out. And I'm just being honest about it. I mean, if it's not good, temptation is going to always be there, whether it's great or whether it's bad. But if that temptation is coming at you and is already horrible, I mean, you may just go ahead and take that risk.
But do you think it's gonna be built on sex in that case? I mean, you think about the qualities.
No.
So then you're gonna look at it saying, well, you don't have this quality I want. And then so to me, it's feel like this is gonna be based on sex instead of the other things or attributes that you may be looking into.
Well, I'm the type of person, I'm very selfish, so I want it all. You got to have the traits and sex.
Keeping it real. Keeping it. But when you first asked the question, that was my first thought when I said, if the sex, because sex is important.
Mm-hmm.
That physical connection is important. But if it's not there, I can see that as an avenue to step out. But on the flip side, the question also says they have all of the other qualities and traits that you're looking for. So can I sacrifice sex, even if it's just temporarily, to see if we can make this work?
I said no. People send their surrogates. They may seem to hold the traits that I like, but soon that character that you playing is gonna get tired of playing. That understudy is gonna come out, which is the true you.
All right.
And it might not be everything I like. So at least if the sex is good, I might just stay a little while. No.
As you see, we keep it real on the R List Atlanta show.
Yes, indeed. We have to. I'm going to do a time check because I can talk about this topic all night. So where we at with time? Because you're the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I'm bringing bad news.
Sex may don't pay the bills, but sex make you happy when your lights get cut off.
Okay. All right. Well, it's that time of the evening. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Prince, for coming out. I hope that the people reach out and support the cause. As always, thanks to our affiliates, D. Marcel, Sean Dalton Smith, who's going to be here with us next week.
I can't wait. And I am reading her book as we speak.
Yes.
And man, I hope nobody from work is watching. I was reading it at work. And it is good. Oh my gosh.
You are definitely in for a treat. I met her a couple of weeks ago, and she's a great personality, fun lady, and it'll be good.
Most definitely. And again, before we end the show, if someone needs to and wants to get in contact with you, or even just follow you to see what's going on with you and see how your career develops as an artist, as an actor, and as a model, how would they be able to get in contact with you?
Yes, like I said, Facebook. My personal page is Prince Alerick D. Varner. You can find my fan page, Prince Alerick D. Varner fan page. I'm Bossy Productions, Twitter, Prince Alerick. You just follow me there.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, as always.
We'll see you same time, same place next week here on the R List Atlanta show.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.